And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. This is the third installment in my playthrough of this game. We last left off with Poirot going to bed. Now we're going to continue from there, because I'm hoping we're finally, since we're now trapped by the snowbank, that we're going to get to the murder. And Dame Agatha Mary Clarissa Christie, also known as Lady Mallowan, was an English writer known for her 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections, particularly those featuring fictional detective Hercule Poirot and amateur detective Marla Maples, I think it said. Alright, Poirot, let's get out of here. Look at all that beautiful snow. It is lovely, isn't it, Poirot? Ooh, we can look at this. All the different compartments and such. Now, I think we have to go this way to get back to where we're going, because I don't think we need to go through second class, do we? We can look out here in the snow. Look at all that snow.
The
There's a
train
bridge.
still hasn't left.
No, because it's trapped in this. It's trapped. There's snow blocking the way. We can't get through. I can talk to you again.
Good morning, Monsieur Michel.
Good morning, sir. Please enjoy our special breakfast in our restaurant.
Nice chompers you got there. Well, you're still alive, and you're still alive.
Is intolerable. I am supposed to be demonstrating the Firenze in Paris in 2 days.
Ah, your electric car. Yes, that's bad luck.
I hate them.
Look,
You
My
two
doctor
are
said
still
it would
alive.
be the easiest way in the world. Just sit on the train until I got to Paris. And now we may be here for days, and my boat sails the day after tomorrow. How am I going to catch it now? I can't even send an email to cancel it.
And I suggest you jump off this train and you run. You run all the way to Paris.
They will wonder what has
Oh
happened to
God, you're still here.
Still
Clearly you're not our victim.
think.
Unfortunately, hello. I'll talk to you.
You're
Hello.
not concerned about the train stopping?
What can one do?
Indeed, this does not make the train move. You have great strength to remain calm at a time like this.
I know one far, far stronger than I.
And that is?
Well, that old lady, for instance. You will probably notice her. She just has to lift her little finger and ask for something in a
She's
polite
hard in
voice,
this. She's
and the whole
hideous.
train runs.
I've been ragging on that woman the entire game so far, and I will
But
do it
that is
until she
because
goes away.
She's a director of the line, not because she has a masterful character.
You don't have to have a strong will when you have power. But I suspect I did not need to tell you that,
Well,
Mr. Poirot.
Can I have some
good
coffee?
morning, Mr. Fauché. You have early customers, I see.
Yes, I am stuck serving here as well at breakfast. Everyone is impatient. They keep complaining that the train is not moving. As if I could get out and push
We
it.
can't
It's
push
too
it through the
early for
snow.
me to
It
order
won't
a
make it.
boxcar. That is the appropriate drink, I believe.
A gin triple sec, lemon and grenadine mix. A drink for a train indeed.
But not perhaps for my breakfast. I think I will settle for an omelette.
Good luck, sir. Miss Nielsen is helping to serve in the dining car.
You could have served me some coffee. At least I could use some coffee. It's very early in the morning and it's cold. Coffee is nice and warm. Gets me up and going. Allows me to use my super detective abilities. Well, isn't that a beautiful
How long
mark?
are we expected to be stranded here?
it won't do much good complaining to me. That fellow there with the moustache, he may know something.
Excusez-moi, sir.
Yes?
Monsieur Bouc asked for you to join him in compartment 203.
Book, I just got here. I just sat down.
Here, Poirot, can you tell us anything?
I tell you, the snow, it will not move aside on its own.
Of course, but you obviously have some influence with Boog.
I am going to see him now. I will ask him if he has any information.
I don't know what you want me to do. There's snow. It will move. It will move when it melts. Yes, I don't need the new track. I know where I'm going. I was just informed of who wants to see me and where I need to be seen at. I wanted my goddamn cheese omelet. Still haven't had my coffee. The worst vacation of my goddamn life. I'm hoping he's in first class again. There you are, Book, you son of a bitch. I want my cheese omelet. My cheese omelet, you goddamn bastard.
My good friend, come in. We have need of you.
What has occurred?
A passenger lies dead in his bed. Stabbed.
A passenger?
Yes, the matter. The matter of the Orient Express.
He's an American. A man called Hatchet. It was his valet, masterman, who was worried that Mr.
But where's the
Hatchet
clank?
wasn't awake yet. Pierre Michel, the conductor, decided to break him and found the body.
I see. Well, my friend, I think it is best not to touch anything and wait for the police to arrive.
Oh, I tried to call the police, but there is no cell tower for many kilometers. We could be stuck in the snow for hours. The murderer is with us. On the train, now. The sooner we catch him, the sooner
My
we'll be
God,
out
this
of
will
it.
make a fantastic
We'll
mystery
talk
book.
to TTS.
Wait a minute, it did.
Mon ami, this is not a missing train ticket. We must follow procedure. We must wait for the police to secure the crime scene.
Please, Poirot. I will take full responsibility.
I mean, technically, Poirot, I think you have authority over this. You are a detective.
Well, if we cannot contact
I believe
the
you're allowed
outside world,
to
then-
look at things. At least look.
You are going to
Don't touch,
drive
but
me
look.
crazy. In truth, this problem intrigues me. I was reflecting not half an hour ago that many hours of boredom lay ahead whilst we are stuck here. And
Poirot,
now,
we don't want you to be poetic. There is a dead man in the bed.
You accept it.
Please go look and smell the rigor
place
mortis.
the matter in my hands.
Where is he? Hello.
Mr. Poirot, I am Dr. Constantine.
Constantine?
Forgive me, doctor. You are a medical examiner?
No, but I have assisted in post-mortems at Nairobi Hospital, where I am a teaching fellow.
I am familiar with your excellent institution.
I do not intend to perform a full autopsy, but a preliminary examination should be of some use.
Of course. May I have a look? Then we can compare notes.
Please, if you need any help, I won't be far away.
Finally, we're getting into the nitty-gritty of this story. Okay, I'd like the character to learn more about Mr. Dr. Constantine. Yes.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
I'm getting better at these character analysis. Okay, let me look at this body. Yes, he's dead. Very much so stabbed.
As you see, the victim has been stabbed many times. Several alone would have been fatal.
Well, the thing I know about stabbings is stabbings are traditionally a crime of passion. And one like that,
I
this
will, of
person
course,
really
prepare
hated this
a
guy.
complete report on my findings.
Thank you.
And they wanted to make sure that he was dead. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 or 10 stab wounds. Giving no chance for survival. His wristwatch is broken.
The watch is broken. The hands are stopped at 1:15 a.m.
So he was clearly attacked and murdered at 1:15. I think around that time was when Poirot woke up one of those times, because I remember he woke up several times. So we may have woken up from hearing the struggle, but we just didn't think much of it. Oh, that exotic vape or vap.
Did it belong to a ratchet?
It's banana. Banana. Banana.
I'm sure I will find some interesting things inside.
I mean, I'm assuming he was drinking some water. Oop, his phone. Ooh, his phone's broken.
His phone was deliberately smashed.
Oop, we have more. Ooh.
Handkerchief. There's a letter H embroidered on it.
It's a very fancy handkerchief. Or as the uncultured swine of my hometown tend to say, a hanky. Ooh, hello there. God damn, those some hairy feet.
Where can the killer have gone? This door communicates with compartment 204. The latch is open on this
We
side.
need to talk to whoever was staying in room 204. I don't know what the combination would be. I think I need to find that to make sure nothing was is stolen. Ooh, the lock was broken.
Monsieur Michel told
There's a
me
lot
that
going
he
on in
broke
this room.
the chain on the door to get into the room.
We have a lot going on in this room, Poirot. Oi.
I wonder what could be in this photo.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the picture first. Why not go ahead and get the puzzle out of the way? Okay, hopefully this will be easier than the other puzzles that I've had to deal with so far on this trip. So far, so good. No, I did not want to rotate that there. Well, this part here is simple. No, not you. I want that one. Thank you. As a corner piece. No, no, no. God damn it. I'll let you put you there for now until I figure out if that's where if I can remember that's where you go. Okay, okay, you do go there and put you here. The thing I hate about this puzzle though is that though it's simple, it still has a problem with having me to have to rotate things. I have not used to having to rotate things yet in this game. There. For Daisy.
Daisy.
Interesting. That's the right answer.
Yes, I would have had it the first time too if it wasn't for the change of controls. Because I was doing great. I was on the last piece. It was solved already. No, not you again, you feline bastard. Thank you. Farmer sleep 3,000 sleeping pills. Take a pill before going to sleep.
Box of sleeping pills?
Could he have taken those with the water before he was attacked?
The snow is falling only lightly this morning. The murderer would have left tracks in the snow if he had jumped out the window.
Yeah, so he or she clearly has to still be on this train.
Did you touch anything in here this morning?
I checked for a pulse. There was none. Rigor mortis had commenced. The body was cool to the touch. I touched nothing else.
What can you tell me about the victim?
He died from multiple stab wounds of varying angles and depth. More than one would have been fatal. I would place the time of death roughly between midnight and 2 a.m. With more time, I hope I can be more precise.
Well, considering his watch broke at 1:15, I'd say it's around the 1:15 mark.
Did you know the victim?
Not at all. I noticed him last night at dinner, but I did not pay much attention.
I assume the open window complicates matters.
Indeed. Conditions are not perfect.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I must question you.
Of course. I must be considered under suspicion like everyone else.
Yeah, it's just like in the Scream films. Everybody's a suspect.
I share compartment 101 with Mr. Booth. He would not stop talking about his beloved train. I listened to
He's a
him
proud
for
man.
hours talking about his Orient Express.
He's a
My
proud
friend
man.
Luke will no doubt confirm this.
But I'm sure it can get annoying.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
But I assume I have to come back later so I can try and find the combo to the safe, because I need to make sure that nothing was taken. Oh, there's a suitcase I missed. Gotta check everything. Gotta be thorough. This is a detective game after all. Could you be the safe combination? Alice is walking in the forest of 1,000 flowers. She picked 10 flowers to make a bouquet. Suddenly, the bouquet turned into a butterfly, and the flowers on the ground began to multiply. There were twice as many. Alice arrived in front of the door that asked her, "If you want to get out of the forest, you must tell me how many flowers are left in the forest." This is a riddle.
Not exactly the reading material one would expect of a man like Ratchet.
Or is he trying to give you the combination to the safe? Because there are numbers 1010. But I don't think the combination would be that difficult. Or that complicated. Banner.
Expensive clothing, recently laundered.
Now, I've already seen that. I want the safe. I just want to look at the lock. As you never know.
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene.
Poirot, what else is there? We've done everything but sniff his asshole. I'm very pixelated, but I'm handsome. this we have to do this puzzle first. Let's see, select the elements that reveal the most likely way the murderer exited Mr. Ratchet's room. Here we have a window, broken locked door, that, this, that. Well, he clearly could not have gotten out through the window because he, again, will have tracks in the snow, and there's no tracks, and the snow's not falling fast enough or large enough to cover the tracks.
I must admit I'm not right this time. Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. I do not think that's the right answer.
Well, we'll find it eventually, won't we?
No, not good.
By the power of deduction, we'll find the right answer eventually.
That's the right answer.
The murderer probably hoped that he was going to get out at the next station through the window, but the train never made it. Okay.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
The murderer could not get through the hall door because it was locked from the inside, yes. The murderer was able to get through the connecting door because it was not latched. Correct. So we can conclude.
The murderer must have exited through Madame Hubert's room.
We must talk to Madame
I'm
Hubbard.
right again. That happens to me a lot.
You're very condescending, but I appreciate that. There are two people who could have seen the murderer leaving the room. We have Book, Constantine, Foucher, Miss Hubbard, Mr. Maury, Mr. Miguel, Mr. Masterman, Mr. McQueen. Well, I would say her because it connects to her room. And him, because he's in the hall guarding. Everyone else would have been in their rooms, and the cook would have been in the kitchen area, or likely in his room closer to the kitchen. So now we have to interrogate Mrs. Hubbard and interrogate him. Now can we leave the room?
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene.
What more do you want me to do, Poirot?
This door.
We've talked to the doctor, we've looked at the window, we looked at the safe, we looked at the door, we looked at this door, we looked at him, we looked at this stuff. What do you want from me, Poirot? What?
I wonder what could be in it.
I'm quite certain we've already solved that. Last I checked, we solved the puzzle. Do we have to do this? Okay, that's nothing. And these here are not anything I had to do. I've done everything else up in there that needed to be done, all the puzzles. But I'm telling you, there's nothing else I can see that I have to do. Wait. I found something. Ooh, a gun. How did I miss that?
Last night, Monsieur Ratchet said he takes precautions. I see now what he meant. He knew he was in danger and wanted to be ready. Yet it was no use to him. I will leave it here for the police.
He must have been taken by surprise then, because I believe he did ask for our help, and we just told him to go fuck himself in the most polite way I've ever heard.
The chain lock.
Not that, Poirot. The door.
Leave until I have finished
Poirot, what
inspecting
else
the
is there? I
premises.
found the gun that I missed last time. What else is there? Did I miss anything in a Sooty case? Because I've read this, and it says 1010, but it's a 4-digit code, so this is not the combination to the safe. Because in total that would be 6 digits, and it's a 4-digit code.
Expensive clue.
And I mean, you can understand why I'm aggravated, because I don't see anything else I need to look at.
The chain lock is broken. Assume I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime. This door communicates with compartment 204. The latch is open on this side.
Yes, but yet you won't push the door open. So do you have any more secrets that I haven't found yet? The drawers don't do nothing. We looked at you, we've looked at you. I don't know, Poirot. Whisper sweet nothings in my ear and tell me what you think I should look at.
Box of sleeping pills. Box of sleeping pills. I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime.
Poirot, you've done everything that counts the threads on the rug.
Snow is falling only lightly this morning. Not very surprising. Ratchet had an appointment he will never keep. A meeting place on the back of a postcard. Someone with the initials A.W.
For each person hurt, you will suffer the same harm. Your death is near. We never forget.
Unusual letters.
But also, some of the words are darker than others. We have in the same print, suffer and never, and each and you in the same as well as forget. Each you we forget. Are we done now?
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene. Not very surprising. Ratchet had an
Alright, recap the events. Select 2 elements that help uncover what happened on the night of the murder. Well, I would assume that he took his sleeping pills. Tell him so that he could sleep. He knew that he was being threatened, so he had protection. Yes, he was on his guard. But the fact that he was on his guard, he also went to sleep.
I can't imagine Ratchet taking a sleeping pill if he feared for his life.
Yeah, because if he knew that he was about to be attacked, I would have, if I were him, I would have done nothing with the sleeping pills. I would have just went to my room and locked the door and stayed awake, and if anything happened, there's Mr. Bingy Boom under my pillow. The 2 people working for him, I believe that was these 2. Yes.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
And we also have to interrogate Ratchet's valet and his secretary. Okay, am I able to
I
leave
think
now?
I've seen everything I need at the moment. I am counting on you to finish your analysis.
Because you wouldn't believe what I had to do to find the combos of that fucking safe. Because now I can leave this goddamn room.
So, Poirot, did you find anything out?
It's a bit early for the handcuffs, my friend. Even for Hercule Poirot. Do not worry, mon ami. I believe our culprit has no plans to strike again. Monsieur Ratchet was the target. Of that I am convinced. Tell me, Book, how did you spend last night?
This is a joke, I hope. Don't you trust your old friend?
We just need you to confirm an alibi.
I must hear your story in order to corroborate other accounts.
Ah, naturally. Let me see. I went to my compartment after dinner. Dr. Constantine was already there. We talked about his career. He's a Cambridge man, you know. After university, he returned to his country and has done much good there. He was so interested in the Orient Express. I told him all the anecdotes I know. I'm not certain when we fell asleep, but it was very late.
Here is what I have found out. Monsieur Ratchet was stabbed many times.
At most
I
10
also
times.
found threatening letters in his safe. He had a loaded gun under his pillow, so he was on guard, ready to defend himself. However, there was an empty glass with white residue at the bottom. I suspect a barbiturate. Perhaps he was forced to take it. In any case, I am certain he was unconscious, unable to defend himself. I also found several other items at the crime scene, possibly related to the murder. They must be investigated.
By all means, Poirot. As fast as you can.
That's
I
why I'm
also
doing this. That's
found
why I'm
liquid
here.
for an electronic cigarette, but I could not find a vape. This might belong to the murderer.
This criminal is an amateur.
Most likely just someone who hated this man so much that they wanted him dead.
I need a list of the passengers with their compartment numbers.
Pierre Michel will have it.
I must interview the rest of the passengers and the staff.
I'll be in the bar car if you need me. We are hours late. Soon I hope help will arrive.
We can only hope. I'm coming for you, sir. You right there in the beautiful looking uniform. I'm coming for you. Hello.
Monsieur Michel, I must ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
I will do everything I can to help.
First of all, tell me about yourself.
Very well. My name, as you know, is Pierre Michel. I'm from Calais. I've been with the company for over 15 years.
Thank you.
I do not think... That's the right answer.
I would have been right the first time, but I just didn't know what a controller was. But I know what a valet is.
Can you provide me with a listing of the passengers and their rooms, please?
Yes, certainly.
Fantastic, beautiful piece of paper. Alright, first name, we have Toby, Hector, Edward, Antonio, Mary, Greta, Joanne, Hildegard, Archibald, Attilia, Cyrus. Not even going to try that. Samuel, Caroline, Rudolph. Last name we have Constantine, Harris, McQueen, Masterman, Pascarelli, Debenham, Olson, Locke, Schmidt, Abernott. Not even going to try it. Hardman. Nope. Ratchet. He's dead. Hubbard. Nope. Number 102, 202, 102, 103, 103, 104, 104, 105, 105, 106, 107, 201, 102, 203, 204, 205. Room position 111111112. Staff is Pierre, Bria, nope, Jean, Michael, Nielsen, Maury, Faucia, 301, 301, 302, 302.
Are you a smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No. Tobacco only.
Okay.
I would like to reconstruct with your help the events of last night. Monsieur Ratchet retired to bed. When?
Almost immediately after dinner, sir. Actually, before we left Belgrade.
Did anybody go into his compartment after that?
His valet, monsieur. Monsieur Masterman. And then his secretary, the young American gentleman, Monsieur McQueen.
And that is the last time you saw or heard of him?
No, monsieur. You forget that Monsieur Ratchet rang his bell around 12:40 a.m., soon after we had stopped. I knocked at the door, but he called out in French, "Ce n'est rien, je me suis trompé." I then left to answer another bell that had just rung.
Where were you at 1:15 a.m.?
I was sitting on my little seat at the end of the car, facing up the corridor.
Are you sure?
I left a little after 1 a.m. to speak about the snow with my colleague Jean in the bar car. I came back later. There was a call. I remember speaking to you.
Indeed, I remember. Carry on.
It
Yes,
was
it was
the
one
American
of the times
lady,
where we had,
Madame Duval.
woken up.
She thought she saw a man in her compartment. Then around 1:50 a.m.
Yes, I remember that part.
I made the bed for Monsieur Ratchet's secretary, Monsieur McQueen. He had spent the evening talking with the English Captain Arbuthnot. At 2 a.m., I returned to my place and stayed there until dawn.
What
And
is
the
the
last
last
station.
station where we stopped?
Winkowski.
Could someone have come on board?
Possibly, I was very busy. Owing to the weather, we were a few minutes late. We left at 12:10 a.m.
Okay, new node, Mr. Michael's activity. Reconstruct the activity.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. I must admit I'm not right this time. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. That's the right answer.
Everyone stay where you are. There has been a murder, and you all are all suspects in this murder. You cannot go anywhere. Where'd your lady friend go? She was here earlier.
Good morning, madam. The snow is a predicament, is it not?
No.
I am Russian. Snow is no stranger to me.
Your face be Russian.
Would it be
Russian to get away from you.
You are very perceptive. Monsieur Poirot, is it not?
And may I take it, I have the honor of addressing Princess Natalia Dragomirov.
We dispense with the old titles these days. My husband, all of my past, was taken from me by these Stalinists. When they were gone, I became director of the St. Petersburg Museum of Antiquities to restore and preserve what I can of my country's history.
Still, the delay must be vexing.
If I must be late for my appointments, then they will wait.
I know that I would certainly wait, madame. It has been my extreme pleasure to make your acquaintance, madame.
I'd rather I didn't have to. Don't look at me.
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can add to what I've already told you.
Damn bitch. Alright,
So,
Book.
I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I will report to you as soon as I can.
I bet he's on Twitter talking about it now, aren't you, Book? Piano.
Beautiful piano. What a luxury. Pity there's no one to play it.
Oh, why don't you play it, Poirot? Tickle the ivory for us. Lighten the mood after knowing that there's a murder. Where's the staff? I need to find the staff. Hello there. Looks nice. Ooh, there's a mustache.
Another golden moustache to treasure.
We can open it, but we can't take one. Good to know. And I guess I can't talk to them yet. Still also searching for more golden moustaches. Can't go in there. Can't go out there. So now we just wander around the train looking for where we have to go. No. No. Can't talk to him. Unfortunately, he seems like so far he's my favorite person on the train. I need to find the other people. See if we can talk to them. Where are the other passengers? Because I think we're missing 3. Not counting Ratchet, who's dead. The other ones that were on board that were in there earlier and they're not there now. This is the room where it connects, and we do need to investigate, Miss Hubbard.
Good morning, madam. I am Hercule Poirot.
Caroline Hubbard. What can I do for you, Mr. Poirot?
I am the bearer of unfortunate
I need to know why you murdered that
obvious
man.
with all the commotion that something has happened.
Yes,
Madame
you murdered the man, didn't you? You murdered them good.
Monsieur Ratchet was murdered last night.
Oh my God! I knew it! I knew it!
I would like to ask you some questions, but first, may I inspect
I mean,
your
she did say she saw a man in her room. That must have been after he murdered Ratchet, and then he came back through her room to get out. But he got out before whoever was there could, you know. Perfect.
That was easy.
Too easy, Poirot. Too easy indeed. We need to search.
Here is a jacket button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express. This door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment. It was latched on this side. The luxury of the Orient Express is present in every detail.
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up. All in the dark it was. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I pressed the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock
Yes, we
on
know,
my
but you
door.
called
Come
and
in, I
the
said.
guy came
And
to help
I
you.
switched on the lights at the same time, and would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
You think he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the two compartments?
Well, I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
I was already in bed, and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What time was it when you asked her to do this for you?
Oh, it must have been around 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchet's door by mistake. He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She came in. I told her where to find the aspirin.
I mean,
She
it's
got
no
it
secret
from
that
my
Ratchet
toilet.
was a very foul and odious
Poor girl,
man.
she didn't
but-
have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchet.
It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchet alive.
Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered with an initial H, like your name.
I don't care. It's not mine, and I would certainly never buy something so impractical as that frilly thing.
Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
Yes, it is. It's very smelly. I don't smoke anything, let alone the marijuana. I can't have that. It's very allergic. I would
I
be dead.
found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to a train employee. The button bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Well, of course the conductor came in last night, but he didn't go near that table.
Still, it's a safe bet that it belongs to the conductor. I'll check his jacket later, to be sure. I have not finished inspecting your room, if you don't mind.
With another
You
mustache.
can never have too many of these.
I mean, I think I inspected this before I was supposed to.
Let's see if Mrs. Hubbard was telling the truth about the latch of the connecting door. This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag.
Do we have to put the bag on there? Is this the bag? If it is, I can't touch it.
This hook is probably...
Wait, is this the bag? Now we can take the bag. And we'll put the bag here.
I can see the latch very well from here, even with the toiletry bag attached. I'll have to clear that up with Mrs. Hubbard.
Yeah, because it's not big enough to take up all that space. So, Madam! Madam! Madam!
Mrs. Hubbard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
Yes, it was, as I told you. I was already in bed and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's why I asked Miss Olsen to check if it was closed.
Confrontation.
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
Of course. I haven't...
Madam! Madam!
Mrs. Hubbard, I tested putting your toiletry bag on the door hook as you told me. From your bed, you can easily see the latch on the door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Are you saying I'm lying?
Yes,
It may
I
have been
am.
stuck somehow in a different position. Or I may not have seen it in the darkness. Or I didn't think to look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame. A man has been most savagely murdered. You'll excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchet.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with, but I suspect I'm not done with her.
Thank you for your assistance, madame.
Rotten old bitch. Murder room. Pretty sure this is my room.
Mustache comb to tame unruly nuts.
Quite certain this is my room. Hello there, slender man.
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I ask you some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you.
Hey, clove.
By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy.
We're going to measure them on the weights on the scale, aren't we?
The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusual. Ah, this old scale will do the job.
Because the clove is 7, so...
Now that I know the order, I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil. I don't think this is the remedy. Here is Monsieur Masterman's remedy.
Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir. Ah, well. I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
Good Baldy.
Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
You don't seem too broken up about this, do you, sir?
Et voilà. At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room. Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes.
I don't think he would have been able to hear anything from the murder. This is the second-class compartment. But it's Ratchet died in the first-class compartment, and we're right in the middle of the second-class apartment, so I don't think he would have been able to hear anything.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
I've been working for him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Yes, I noticed
that
earlier, the night before.
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
Forgive me. I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Did you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No. He finds smokers disgusting.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
Confrontation.
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say that?
He received threatening letters. One, it seems.
So why would he
last
want to
night.
sleep if
Did
he
you
was
know
afraid
he
for his
had
own life?
gun
He was
under
on
his
guard.
and
Why would he
even
want
asked
sleeping
for my
medication?
help to watch over him? I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves. Maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
I'm
How
afraid this time
convenient.
you must prepare your own clove oil.
And how convenient, sir, your toothache is coming back right as I'm questioning your motives, your logic, your story. Oi, fat man.
I believe I am addressing Monsieur Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, sorry. Just an expression. My father used to say it.
You must have had an interesting childhood. I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's secretary?
I am Mr. Ratchet's secretary. Just over a year. I mainly take care of translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchet only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Your employer, Monsieur Ratchet, is dead.
So they got him after all.
Do you mean? You are assuming he was murdered?
I know he had enemies.
What can you
Answer my
tell
questions
me
honestly,
about
and I
Monsieur
won't shove a
Ratchet?
dick up your ass.
He was American. He was an antique dealer. I don't know much more. Mr. Ratchet never talked about himself or his life, but I think Ratchet wasn't his real name. And he left the United States to run away from something, or someone.
Yes?
He started getting letters, threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchet had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
Did you like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
Can you tell me your movements last night?
I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the platform to smoke, but it was cold. I quickly went back in. I then went to Mr. Ratchet's compartment to take some dictation for him. I left around 10 o'clock. I saw
Are you sure?
Captain Arbuthnot. We ended up chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Vygotsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot.
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchet's safe. Did you know about it?
I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
Pathetic, sir.
Can you give me this letter, please?
Of course, here it is.
But that's not really a letter, that's more just a, a note. But it says, time to die, time to die.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he hated the smell of smoke.
I don't like it either, it takes my breath away. There's the letter again. I think that's all we have to do in that room. I don't think there's anything else we have to do down here, is there? Hello, Poirot.
The train is completely trapped because of the avalanche. Hopefully, not for too long.
And we have to go and find the one guy so we can cooperate with the story that he gave me about him chatting with the fellow. And it's not you I need to see somebody else. Not them. Nor is it you. Ugh.
The Orient Express bar is certainly well stocked.
Still cooking, I see. Still can't go that way. But if that's the case, then how am I supposed to find the person I need to talk to? Because I can't talk to these two yet. Yes, we're still outside in the snow. How perceptive of you, Poirot. Indeedly do. And we are back. Still can't talk to you, apparently. And I'm sure you'll tell me the same thing. Can't talk to you, Book.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet.
Still the same dialogue. Pathetic Book. Give me something new, Book. Can I talk to you? Oh, I forgot you're missing a button.
A button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
Alright, so he didn't lose a button, so who did? Where's it talks to? Because clearly somebody went in her room lost a button. Either that or she ripped it off somebody. Yes, let's see here. The killer avoided Mr. Miguel. Okay, so I think we... Can we talk to Book about this? Can we talk to Book now about what we have uncovered? Gentlemen. Madam. Book. Yes, book.
So, my friend, have you found our killer?
No.
Not yet, but I will tell you what I have learned.
Please.
Investigation time.
Our assassin could have gotten on the train at Vinkovsky disguised as a conductor, entered Ratchet's room and killed him. Then he walked out through Madame Hubert's connecting door, where he lost a button from his jacket. He had to wait for Monsieur Michel to be absent. He waited too long. The train had left the station.
He was trapped aboard.
Indeed. He had opened the window to make it look that he'd escaped that way. However, if he waited until the train stopped again due to snow, his footprints would have been found.
As I had said.
The murderer is still among us. On the train.
Yes, he is very
Problem
much
is
so.
the second-class toilets.
What now?
All morning passengers have been complaining that the door is locked, so I went to check. I knocked, but no one answered. I didn't think I should open it without speaking to you first.
You did well, Monsieur Michel. Lead the way.
Take us to where we need to go.
I used my master key.
But who is she? Is she alive?
She is breathing.
Then if she isn't dead, isn't she our murderer?
That, my friend, is what we must find out.
Madam, I'm just going to look in your pockets. That's all I'm going to do. Now, she has a second-class ticket.
It reads Joanna Locke, traveling in compartment 105.
Miss, can you hear me?
Is she coming around? There she is.
She is breathing. Her pulse is strong. There is no sign of physical violence. This woman is sleeping very soundly.
Why is she sleeping on the bathroom floor?
This woman is sound asleep. Given her location, I would say she has been drugged and deposited here.
Well, at least it's not another murder on my train.
Yes, that's what we're all worried about, Book, your precious train.
The train is, of course, full.
Monsieur, the list I gave you indicates that Hildegard Schmidt shares her compartment.
I will want to talk to her later. For now, we will concentrate on this mysterious young lady. Let's return her to her more comfortable bed.
Good idea. Pierre, locate this woman's room and fetch the doctor.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the only doctor that I know on board is the one that's been looking at the body, and I don't know if he's still in there or not.
I will question her when she wakes up.
Please, let me know what you learn.
Mademoiselle Locke's compartment is 105. I suggest we return her to her more comfortable bed.
Yes, hopefully she will awaken soon.
Well, I mean, it's better than being on the floor in the bathroom, at least. It's cleaner.
A cup of tea with white residue at the bottom.
She must have been drugged. Someone put something in her tea. Just going to make sure.
A cup of...
Yeah, that's still the same, so I think we're done with that. Is she in here somewhere? Yeah, she is. We need to know more about this person. If I search her room, I'll be sure to find something. Okay, let's search what? Search where? There's not much in here. Small room. Oh, there's something. There's a suitcase. Oh, the suitcase and a smaller case. Let's do the smaller case first. See what prizes. We can't do that yet. It's locked, so I guess we have to do this one. And hope that the code to it is in this thing.
A briefcase and a wagon conductor's jacket.
Well, here's the
And the
jacket
button
and
is-
with the button missing. And that could be a clue. Making sure there's nothing else to this.
A briefcase and a wagon conductor.
Okay, so there's nothing else in this I can interact with, and they didn't give me anything to go on with the smaller key. I don't want the cup, Poirot. I've got no clue what the combination to this would be. Yeah, so that 8. So I guess I just have to guess on this.
No, that's mine. I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones. So, Poirot, any luck so far? We really need to find the combination. Poirot, what if the briefcase is booby-trapped? Have you tried 0000? But of course you know what you're doing. It is booby-trapped, is it? Poirot, I'm disappointed in you. I was certain you would have it by now.
Book, if you don't shut your goddamn mouth,
I can
I'm
ask
going to
Jean
hurt
get some
you.
coffee. Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4? But
This
of
is
course you know what you're doing.
Book, this is a 5-digit
Booby-trapped,
lock.
is it?
5 digits, man.
Well, what if the briefcase is booby-trapped? No, that's mine. I
If
never
you
remember my
don't
password.
shut up.
Book, silent like a mouse, please.
I'm sorry. You're right.
If you don't shut up, man, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. You're gonna be in that bed right next to him.
Not one.
Book, there will be another murder on the Orient Express in a moment.
My words exactly, Poirot. Shut this man up. I cannot focus in real life when people are yammering down my neck. Let me work. There. Oh my. She travels heavy.
She has a gun.
Come, Poirot. Criminals are often known to carry one.
Ratchet was stabbed, not shot. But then why take it on the train?
Detective's badge.
This badge says that Joanna Locke is an American detective with the Berkshire Police Department in Massachusetts.
An American police officer? Oh,
This is why we tell you to shut up, Book. Ooh, a case file on Ratchet.
Mademoiselle Locke seems very interested in our victim.
of course. She has studied in Target.
Possibly.
Book, didn't we just say that she was a detective? Why wouldn't she have a case filed on a man who's been murdered and possibly someone who knew that was in trouble? And Ratchet himself is American. Oh, the cat picture. I saw that in his trash
The
can.
stuffed animal is the same as in the photo found at the
And it
crime
should say
scene.
Daisy
What
on the
a
back.
coincidence.
It is Daisy.
The lot appears to have been investigated.
Picture of Daisy. And then there's a card.
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
These are fake IDs. It's certain.
Book, you want to shut up? I'm the detective. You are a train owner.
Thanks to you, I would not be surprised if our murder victim were also waking up.
What?
He's telling you to shut up. Yammering and yammering, Book. I'm going to make you the second victim on this goddamn train.
Oh, my head. What's all the yelling about?
Ask Book. I've been here trying to stay calm.
Give me a good reason why you should not be in handcuffs.
I can give you a reason, Book. Whose handcuffs will we use? I have none. Do you?
Well,
Poirot's like, I'm a detective,
Yeah,
Book. I don't
yes,
carry them on me, you know. I help
Joanna
out.
Locke. I'm a detective. Berkshire, Massachusetts Police.
I have found your credentials, mademoiselle.
And I know who you are, Mr. Poirot.
Then, if the introductions are complete, perhaps the explanations may begin.
I'll try. It's simple, really. I'm on the trail of a murderer.
That would explain why. It was not in the book. The Guinness Book of World Records lists Agatha Christie as the best-selling fiction writer of all time, her novels selling more than 2 billion copies. She is outsold only by the Bible and Shakespeare. Is the Bible really best-selling book?